Alright, y'all, little different. I'm out of my element this time. In my car, actually waiting for my laundry to get done, but I had to make this video really for my channel. You know, I don't expect a lot of views on it, you know what I mean? But this is just for me, so I can look back on and know that this was, you know, the time when this happened. But I want to say R.I.P., sleep in peace to the king, the pioneer, Melvin Van Peebles. And I'm thankful I was able to give him his flowers, even though I never met the man. You know, he never knew me, or his family never knew me, but I was always a big admirer of his. You know what I'm saying? I reviewed Badass, which his son directed, Melvin Van Peebles, and I never reviewed Sweetback, but I always spoke highly of his contributions to cinema. You know what I'm saying? Menace to Society, Juice, New Jack City, Superfly, The Mac, every black movie that I love, that I hold near and dear to my heart, would not have been possible if not for this man. You're like, y'all don't understand. Before Melvin Van Peebles came, okay, if his daddy decided not to put a Van in the middle of his name, we wouldn't have got these films. Because prior to that, we were nannies, we were butlers, we were buffoons, stupid, you know, bright-eyed, bushy-tailed, oh, Lord, master. You know, Melvin said, I don't like what I'm seeing. This is not black people. This is not the black people that I know of. You know what I'm saying? And his whole thing was he wanted to paint the faces that Norman Rockwell never painted. So he said, okay, never went to film school, has no film experience, but he knew what he wanted to see. He was a visionary. So he taught himself film. He taught himself how to make film from scratch. No mentors, no teachers, no nothing. He learned from scratch. Went to France, learned to write in French, wrote novels, screenplays, made films in French. Now, didn't go to film school, but he's making films in French. That's how genius he was. Came back to the States, had a 3-picture deal with Columbia Pictures, made Watermelon Man, didn't like how the studio system worked. So he said, you know what, the next movie I'm gonna do, I'm gonna paint us in a light that's never been seen before. We're gonna show us as strong, sexual. You know, black people weren't allowed to have sex at the time on screen. So he said, I'm gonna do something that's never been done with black people, and that's how he came up with Sweetback. And no studio wanted to fuck with him. So he spent his own money. Cosby helped him. And the rest, as they say, is history. One of the biggest independent films ever. Paid out of his pocket. So put some respect on his name. He doesn't have a long list of films. I think after Sweetback, he kind of got blackballed by Hollywood. Matter of fact, the movie almost got an X rating because it was too sexual, too violent. Plus, it shows him killing a cop, which never happens on screen. Even white folks couldn't kill cops on screen. Now you got a black dude killing cops on screen. Never happened. Trailblazer. So the Spike Lees, the Melvin Van Peebles, which is his son, John Singleton, the Hughes brothers, Reginald Hudlin, Antoine Fuqua, Ryan Coogler, who just directed Black Panther, all need to bow down, boom, to Melvin Van Peebles, man. He started it all. So that's it, and that's all, y'all. I just wanted to just give a shout out, man. He passed away yesterday at 89 years old. You know, shout out to his family, Mario, and all his grandkids, everybody. It's a sad day, but man, the dude lived just a great fucking life, man. You know, you can't ask for a better life than that. To be a self-made man, to do things on your own terms, and he owns Sweetback. You know, the studio doesn't own it, he owns it. He owns the Sweetback, the name, the movie, everything. He owns the shit. And he became a stockbroker. The man, like, if Renaissance Man was a person, there'd be a picture of Melvin Van Peebles with a cigar in his mouth. All right, he's the truth. So that's it, y'all. Yeah, man. R.I.P. to the king, man. The man that started it all. You know, and it's sad, real quick, it's sad. I was watching this documentary on Netflix called, what's the name of it? What is it? I think it's called They Gotta Have Us. It's a documentary about black cinema and all the contributions to black cinema. And I don't believe Melvin's name was ever mentioned. And the blaxploitation era was glossed over really quick, almost as if, okay, this happened, we're embarrassed by it, but we have to show it somewhat. But now we have to show the Sidney Poitiers and the Harry Belafontes, which is cool. But man, you gotta put some respect on Melvin's name. You know, Melvin started the blaxploitation era, but he never claimed the blaxploitation era. All right, and his whole thing was to show us how we've never been seen before, and so black people could walk out with their heads up, with their heads held high. That was the whole point. Blaxploitation got fucked with because when the white studio heads saw that these movies were making money, like it started out with Shaft and Superfly, they said, okay, there's a market for this. And the Mac, you know, after the Mac, that's when they started pumping out all these ridiculous, you know, silly ass, buffoonish movies. That's how the term got coined, blaxploitation. But in the beginning, it wasn't like that. But if it wasn't for Melvin, you know, we wouldn't have the talent that we have now. He started all that shit, and it's fucked up that documentary glossed over that. Pretty good documentary, by the way, but it's fucked up that they didn't even mention him, you know. But yeah, that's it, and that's all, y'all. Comment freely below, and if you like and dig this content, hit that like and subscribe, notification bell in the corner. This is Rashad G signing out. See you in the next video.